Hi, it's Julia, and I thought that for everybody that was curious about how the Julia Stack Garden was going this year, that I would give you a video tour. Here are the tomatoes. That's Aroma-ish. It's called Burpee Super Sauce tomato with the handsome border collie in the background. And there's my cherry tomatoes. We have a row of onions and 2 rows of carrots. And there's some beets. And over in this corner is my basil. And climbing would be the cucumbers. And we'll go around to this side. Jack! And there's my lettuce. I've had an infestation of birds, and they've been eating off my lettuce. And I caged the lettuce that is in the back, kind of forms a T. But I gave up, and that worked well for those. But I wanted to put the netting away, so I got rid of that. So there's more onions. Dad insisted that we plant all the onions. And then Dad accidentally bought celery instead of parsley, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 celery plants that are overtaken by his bush beans, because he's insisting that we need lots of green beans, even though my bean tower, which is right there, is beautiful and a great space-saving way. You can have a little bit of bean tower, or you can have the entire block of bush beans. And he says that melons take up too much space. So in the back there, I am a tomato keeper, so I insisted on getting more tomatoes. They're not doing as well, but I just planted them not too long ago. And then right there in that corner is a leftover potato from last year that we found when we were tilling up the garden. So it's growing underneath that pile of dirt and all the bush beans. Here is my rain barrel and my awesome rain barrel holder that my neighbor behind me built, because Jim hasn't had time for the past 2 years to build me a rain barrel holder. So he was awesome and built me one. It's still not connected to the spouting, but maybe that'll be a project whenever Jim goes out of town again. And we can walk over here. And so those are my super sauce tomatoes. Here is my bean tower. And here are my snow pea tower. And I actually have very delicious snow peas growing on my snow pea tower. And there's another super sauce tomato. You can kind of see down below. I have some little tomatoes. And right there, I don't know if those are going to do anything. Those are eggplants that my neighbor decided to give me, which was very kind of her. But I don't know if they're actually going to grow. We'll see what happens. So that is the tour of my garden. There's some beans. And look, I actually have some tomatoes. I don't know if you can see those or not. But there are tomatoes in there that are starting to turn red. Look at that. Kids would be so excited. Look, there's a little berry cherry tomatoes starting to turn red. So that is the update on what's going on in my garden. There's some tomatoes down there too. That one's splitting. I'll have to work on that. Anyway, that's what's going on in my garden. Jack the Border Collie says woof. And we will try to update you next month. Thanks. Bye.